Yo, what is up, guys? You guys know it's me, Sage Samurai here, guys. And today we're doing what if Naruto had Rengoku's flame breathing. And guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you, this might actually be the last part to this what if, considering that I have nothing else to do today. That's right, guys. Today I literally had nothing else to do. I was just, I was literally in my room chilling, and I was like, well, I'm bored. And I made the other part today, but after that I had nothing else to do, so I was like, well, shoot, I might as well finish a series. So I'll be finishing the series today, and pretty much, yeah, that's all I want to say. So why don't we just get started? Alright, guys, let's get started with this what if. As we start off with Naruto and Jiraiya now going to go get Tsunade, considering that the Hidden Leaf Village need their new Hokage since RIP to Hiruzen. But hey, we're not gonna get into that. So Naruto and Jiraiya will be going around in a trip, and by the way, Sasuke and Sakura are still in the Hidden Leaf Village, so I want you guys to remember that. So when going around, Jiraiya had nothing to teach Naruto, considering that Naruto already learned the Rasengan. And he also had learned multiple other things, considering that Naruto really pushed Jiraiya to teach them that month training. So Jiraiya mostly the entire time was just looking for research, which Naruto did not like, but hey. Also, Naruto also ended up learning how to apply chakra natures to his Rasengan, which Naruto made a bunch of different varieties of the Rasengan practically. So we got Sun Rasengan, we got the Rasen Shuriken, which, like I said, Naruto, which I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but Naruto has all 5 chakra natures. Well, not all 5. Like I guess you could say he has all 5, considering that he has Earth. But you know what? I'm just gonna continue on. So Naruto, after a bunch of experimentation, he was able to make multiple different varieties of the Rasengan, which Jiraiya was impressed, and he even tried to do one of Naruto's, varieties of the Rasengan, and it nearly cost him almost all of his chakra. And he's like, "Dang, kid, how are you able to do that so easily?" Naruto just gives him the most perfect explanation. I don't know. So Naruto, they end up, going to town all the way until they stop at a hotel, which Jiraiya goes off with the girl to, to go on a date with her and everything, while Naruto stays in a hotel. Naruto, while in the hotel, actually will be meditating, as he considers it, pretty enjoyable, until when he's meditating, he ends up coming across a cage. As Naruto will look up, as he would then see 2 red eyes looking at him, as Naruto would shake at this, as he's like, who are you? As Naruto ends up shaking. As we didn't see, as, Kurama would then laugh, as he's like, come closer and you'll find out. As Naruto, he's not stupid. He's like, the fuck you mean talking about get close to your cage? Nah, you're gonna tell me your name now. I'm not getting in near that. Shit, this is no it shit, alright? You're Pennywise, okay? As Naruto would then look at the screen. As Naruto would then look back at Kurama would be like, I don't know what it is or what is Pennywise you're talking about, but, okay. Kurama would then, reveal himself as the Nine-Tailed Fox, as Naruto at first would be surprised, but he would not be really that surprised, considering, Mizuki told him that when he was beginning to become a ninja. So, yeah. As Naruto, he begins to, look Kurama up and down, as he's like, you're the Nine-Tailed Fox, so let me ask you this. How do you pee in here? Kurama was like, really? That's the one question that you have. As Naruto's like, I'm sorry, I'm just asking. Do you have like some sort of magical bucket in here, or like, as Kuruma's like, I don't pee. As Naruto's like, ah. So, like, Kuruma's like, oh my god, how are you smart but you're dumb too? As Naruto's like, I don't know. I was the person who made this freaking series. As Naruto looks at the freaking screen again. As Kuruma's like, who the hell are you looking? As Naruto's like, the creator. Hey, I'm pretty sure Naruto hates me for all the things I put him through, but hey, I don't care. So Naruto, he would then talk to Kurama about like, more like a way to communicate with him. As he begins to ask Kurama like what's his name. As Kurama, he did not want to answer Naruto, but after Naruto continued complaining, saying what's your name, Kurama finally gave in and explained that his name was Kurama. As Naruto was like, Kurama, huh? That's a weird name. But then again, my name is Naruto, which, yeah. As Kurama was like, yeah, Naruto. As Naruto was like, hey, your name is Kurama. As Kurama was like, so? It's not as funny as Naruto. As Naruto and Kurama would then begin to laugh. As Kurama was like, you know what, kid? As much as I hate humans, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a solid. As Naruto was like, oh, really? As Kurama nods, as he would then give Naruto mastery over some of his chakra. I'm gonna say 10% of it, as this would cause Naruto to wake up. As Naruto would then, he'll begin to pant heavenly as he's like, oh shoot, what was that? Was that really happening, or was that like just a dream? As Kurama would then explain that no, it was not a dream. As he would then talk to Naruto through the mindscape, as Naruto would be surprised, but he would, go along with this. As suddenly Naruto would then hear a knock at the door. As when Naruto opened the door, he would then see two tall figures looking down on him, and one of them has a Sharingan, and the other one looks like a fish. As Naruto was like, oh my goodness. As Naruto would then explain, who, ask who they are, and practically, we already know these are Itachi and Kisame, as they're like, Naruto Uzumaki, you're gonna have to come with us. As Naruto was like, oh, okay. As Naruto goes off to go pack his bag, as, they're confused, they're like, wait, what? As Naruto's like, oh wait, you really thought? As then, both Itachi and Kisame's eyes would widen as they look up, as there was a explosion tag right in front of the door. As they jump, as then a big boom will be heard, as they'll be jumping out of the hotel. As Naruto would actually jump out as well, as he will grab his katana. As now it'll be Naruto versus Itachi and Kisame. But right as Naruto is about to get into combat with these guys, Sasuke would then show up, as he then yells, Itachi! As Itachi would then look like his little brother. As Naruto would be like, oh hey Sasuke, you go ahead and deal your brother. I'm gonna deal with this fish guy. I wonder if I can chop him up and make some salmon. As Kisame's like, oh big words for a little man. As Naruto's like, yeah, and those are big words for what I think is a fish man. As Kisame, grits his teeth as he rushes at Naruto, as Naruto rushes at Kisame. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: Sasuke versus Itachi would go completely different. Sasuke would have his 3 Tomoe Sharingan, which it literally shocked Itachi because he thought that Sasuke wouldn't unlock it, at least at this point. And Sasuke would already have shoot a ginormous fireball jutsu, which once again shocked Itachi, as he had to do the same thing quickly. As soon as their fireball jutsus collide, as soon as the fire goes down, Itachi cannot see Sasuke as he's confused. He's like, wait, where's Sasuke? As Sasuke would then appear right behind Itachi with the Chidori at hand, and he's like, Itachi! As he ends up stabbing it right through Itachi's heart, as Itachi would then cough up blood. As Itachi would then fall onto his knees, as Sasuke's like, finally, that's for my clan. As suddenly, Itachi would then say, Sasuke, look that way. As Sasuke would then look, as we then see Itachi right there. Why does Kakashi and Itachi freaking rhyme? Like, damn. As Kakashi ends up oh my god, as Sasuke ends up pulling out the Chidori out of Itachi's heart, as he's like, alright then. As he ends up rushing at Itachi again, as Itachi rushes at Sasuke, as they begin to go in a serious taijutsu battle, as Itachi is once again impressed that, Sasuke is able to keep up with him. As Sasuke is like, alright, take this! As he ends up using the Fire Style Phoenix Flower Jutsu, which once again shocks Itachi, as he's like, hey yo, aren't you supposed to be some sort of genin? It actually ends up burning some of Itachi's robe, as Sasuke is like, now you're through! As then we then see as Sasuke would then do some hand signs, as this was a jutsu that he created. As Sasuke would then charge up a bunch of chakra, as we then see Sasuke would then do a Chidori, but then fire would then come out of Sasuke's hand. And we then see as Sasuke then yells, take this! Lightning fire style, combination jutsu. As we then see as Sasuke then yells, lightning inferno dragon. As we then see Sasuke throw a dragon at Itachi, as it was so big that it could burn almost the entire town that they were in. As Itachi had no choice but to use the Mangekyo Sharingan, as that was his only option. As he then says, Amaterasu, burning the entire thing away. As Sasuke's eyes were wide, and he's like, how? As then Sasuke didn't realize that the Mangekyo Sharingan, he has read about it, and he has realized that you unlocked it. As Itachi is like, yeah. But then as Itachi's about to do something, he falls onto one knee as he realized that his illness is beginning to, activate, ninja aids. But Itachi's like, he's trying to push through. As Sasuke is seeing this, would then smirk. He's like, now what's happening, Itachi? As he then activates the Chidori again, as he rushes at Itachi, only to see that Itachi catches the Chidori with one hand as he throws Sasuke, flipping Sasuke over. As we're now going to cut back to Naruto versus Kisame. Now, Kisame versus Naruto, they would be going at it. First, they'll be throwing hands, then blades, and Naruto will be hitting Kisame with everything. But Kisame, he's really durable. As Kisame would then say, water style, shark bomb, as then, a bunch of water sharks would then shoot out. As Naruto would then have to say fire style fireball jutsu, considering, all the situation. As Naruto is getting really, really exhausted at this point, considering that Kisame is strong and that Kisame is really annoying, to be completely honest. As Naruto, he's beginning to think, what should he do now? As Naruto did not even realize it, but Samehada was taking away Naruto's chakra each time their blades clash. As Kisame would then rush at Naruto again, as Naruto would use his sword again as they continue clashing. As Samehada would then continue taking chunks away from Naruto. As Naruto, he doesn't understand this. He trained his body a lot. He shouldn't be tiring this out like this fast, thanks to someone. As Naruto would then fall into his one knee, as Kisame would then chuckle, he's like, you know what, kid? Just for giving me such a good fight, I'm gonna explain you something. My Samehada special ability. As Naruto would then realize that Samehada could absorb Naruto's chakra. And Naruto would then, realize that was the reason why he ran out of chakra so quick and why he's exhausted. As Kisame is about to bring the blade right down on Naruto, Naruto would then tap into the Kyuubi's power that he can control. As this would actually cause Naruto's eyes to go red with a slit. As he would then pull out his sword one more time, as he then yells, "Take this!" As he would then yell, flame breathing, 9th form. As Naruto's eyes would continue glowing red and would really begin to it's beginning to go crazy practically. As Naruto would then be covered in the Nine Tails cloak. The One Tails at least. I'm going to give him the One Tails, alright? Not that far. As Naruto would then yell, Rengoku! As then Kisame would see this humongous flaming dragon all coming towards him, as Kisame is like, wait, what is this? as Kisame will be cut straight through the middle as Naruto screams. As Kisame couldn't even endure this, as he tried to use the Samehada to absorb it, but it was not enough. Naruto cut through both Kisame and the Samehada completely. As Naruto, his eyes would glow a dangerous red, as implying that, he has completely defeated and killed Kisame. As Itachi, who was right now barely holding on to breath, would then look back to where Naruto and Kisame were fighting, just to realize that Kisame had a quick death. As Itachi is surprised, he's like, Kisame. As Naruto would fall onto the ground as he can't move his body. As Naruto will be knocked out completely. And as for Sasuke, he's actually now having the best point of his life as he's beating the shit out of Itachi. And Itachi, he's like, alright, I'm done with this little brat. As he ends up kicking Sasuke in the face, as Sasuke will be sent flying to a wall. As Itachi would then yell, take that fire style, fireball jutsu. As then a humongous fireball would then slam into Sasuke, as Sasuke would then scream. He will fall into the ground, as his body will be lifeless, as Itachi had to run out of there. And just as he's about to run out, get out of there, Jiraiya would then show up, as he would have showed up carrying a woman, as she's like, yes, Jiraiya, get ready to, I don't even know his freaking line, I really don't know, I'm sorry guys, I'm just gonna say Jiraiya appears, alright. I was trying to do what I was trying to say what Jiraiya said when he arrived in canon, but I really can't. So I'm just gonna say this. So Jiraiya, he arrives and Itachi, now he's fucked. Alright, Itachi is now fucked. He can't escape now. He's weakened. Kisame is dead. And, now there's a legendary Sannin right in front of him. And he has chakra exhaustion. He's close to that. As Itachi's like, damn it. As Itachi can only see one way he's getting out of it, and that's using the Susanoo. As Itachi would then use the little amount of chakra that he has. By the way, guys, sorry if you heard that. I'm really sorry. So Itachi would then use the Susanoo. As Jiraiya's seen this, eyes will widen. As Itachi practically just slaps Jiraiya away from him. As Jiraiya got sent flying. As Itachi would then use this opportunity to get away, considering that now is the perfect opportunity for it. Itachi would run like crazy as he needs to report this to the Akatsuki. However, Itachi was happy that he came here, because he just realized how strong his little brother was, and he realized that now his brother's close to killing him. As Itachi runs away, we're gonna do a little bit of a time skip. So after all that, Sasuke, he ends up coming along with their journey to go find Tsunade. And Sasuke thanks Jiraiya and Naruto from the bottom of his heart. As Naruto was impressed, but he was like, wow. As Sasuke realized that if Naruto and Jiraiya didn't teach him, that he would have been dead. He would have practically the same thing that would have happened in canon would have happened to Sasuke if he didn't got training from not only Kakashi but Jiraiya and Naruto. So as they're going on, they eventually find where Tsunade was. As they enter the bar, they'll see a drunk Tsunade with Shizune right beside her. And Sasuke and Naruto look at her like, is this really the woman that's going to become the 5th Hokage? And Tsunade, she was going to say, Jiraiya, what you doing here? As Jiraiya would then explain how, they need a new Hokage. And Tsunade, just hearing about that, will begin to, she'll begin to roast the whole Hokage brigade, talking down on them. And Naruto hearing it, he's like, hold up, hold this. He's like, Sasuke, hold up, hold my orange juice, hold up. Listen here, Tsunade, I don't give a fuck if you're an alcoholic and you're depressed. You are not going to talk shit about the Hokage, not in front of me, no sir. And Tsunade's like, Jiraiya, who's this kid? As Jiraiya would then, explain that he's Naruto Uzumaki and that this was his latest disciple. As Tsunade would then, she would then laugh at Naruto saying, huh, well, what? Do you want to become Hokage, kid? As Naruto is like, yes, I want to become Hokage, but I won't stand here and let you freaking discriminate them like they were nothing. And if you want to fight me, then go ahead. As Tsunade is like, okay, then how about this, kid? Why don't we make a bet? If you beat me, I'll become the 5th Hokage and I'll go. However, if I beat you, then you will have to pay for all my debt. And Chizune's eyes will widen as Jiraiya's eyes will widen. As, Naruto's like, sure, what's some bet gonna do? As, Jiraiya's like, hey, yo, Naruto, are you sure you want to do this? As Naruto's like, yeah, what? I'm pretty sure he has like a little bit of debt. As Jiraiya's like, oh, kid, okay, you better hope you win this fight. You better hope, because let me tell you right now, that all that money of yours is gonna go straight to her. You're gonna have to sell your kidneys or something to pay for all that. Heck, I don't even think that would be enough. I think you have to sell your entire body. As Tsunade would also claim that she only needs one fingers to beat Naruto. As Naruto, he would just agree to it. When they fight, Sasuke, he's witnessing all this. Like, he's surprised that Naruto would actually go through with this, but he's inspired. He wants to, he likes it when Naruto, does stuff like that. So Naruto would go up against Tsunade. Naruto would throw the flying Raijin Kunai, and Tsunade would dodge it pretty easily. And she's like, "Oh, come on, kid." As Naruto's like, "Yeah, all right." As Tsunade was, teleported straight to where Naruto used to be. As Naruto was where the kunai was. As Tsunade would then be like, "Wait, where am I?" As then she would then feel herself get hit with the extreme heat. As Tsunade would then scream in agony. As Naruto's like, I'm not done with this. As he'll end up doing some more hand signs. As he then says, "Alright, take this. Wind style, wind gale palm." As he ends up slamming down on Tsunade's back. As Tsunade got sent flying. As Tsunade, she was able to regain her balance. As she realized that Naruto was not a normal kid. As soon as she looks at Naruto, he'll vanish again right before her eyes. As she can't believe where Naruto went. Only to find out that she was teleported once more. As she would actually be on top of a building this time. And she's like, "Wait, how did I get up here?" As then suddenly something will hit her in the neck. As this will be the back of Naruto's sword. As Naruto's like, "Alright, now it's time for you to return back to the village." As Naruto would add a little bit of wind chakra into this slash. And practically it will send Tsunade flying. As Tsunade, she will, be sent flying and hit the back of her head, making her get knocked out. As, this will surprise Shizune and Jiraiya and Sasuke, considering Naruto took down the freaking 5th Hokage and the Sannin with minimum injuries or anything at all. As Naruto is like, "Listen, I don't need to beat her in anything, I just need to outsmart her. Thank God I was able to catch her off guard, and thank God she was drunk, or else I may have never been able to beat her." As Jiraiya is like, "Yeah, no joke." As we're doing a little bit of a time skip, Tsunade, she ended up getting recovered. She was pissed off that Naruto beat her, but she accepted to become the next Hokage. However, she did have to meet with a little bit of someone. By that, I mean Orochimaru. So practically the whole thing between Orochimaru and Tsunade would happen. And instead, Naruto and Sasuke being there, they were easily able to defeat Kabuto. Well, Sasuke was able to defeat Kabuto. Naruto, he helped Jiraiya and Tsunade defeat Orochimaru. And practically all that would happen, and Orochimaru would be pissed. As he now wants to kill Naruto. Like, this man freaking messed up his pants for another time. As Jiraiya would be, happy to see that Tsunade was now coming back to the village, because, Jiraiya has that little crush on her. As Naruto can tell, he's like, "Hey, yo, Jiraiya, when are you gonna make a move?" And Jiraiya's like, "What? I don't know what you talking about." As Naruto's like, "Jiraiya, you can't fool me. Sure, you may be a perv, but I can tell when someone likes someone." As, Jiraiya would be, he would actually try to hold the blush that he has, but he decides to ignore it. As for Tsunade, she heard every single second of it, and she actually ends up feeling happy about it, but she didn't understand why. As, she's saying, like, why do I feel happy that this perv likes me? As soon as they return back to the village, the whole village would be announced that Tsunade was going to become the 5th Hokage. And after that, pretty much, yeah. Tsunade, she ends up healing Rock Lee. You know, they end up doing the surgery, and practically everything in Konohara seems to be going good. As for Naruto, him and Sasuke, they don't have that little fight that they did in canon. In fact, Sasuke and Naruto have been training harder, as well as Sakura. And also, Sakura has actually asked Tsunade for training, considering that she wants to become even more stronger, and she thinks that she can do that not only from her help, but from the help of Kakashi, Naruto, Sasuke, and Jiraiya. And you know, Tsunade agrees to this. So, and Naruto, he also got more training from Kakashi and Jiraiya, as well as Sasuke. As you know, Tsunade and Jiraiya begin to think, as Tsunade then says that Team 7 will then become the new legendary Sannin, which they were all excited. Naruto is excited for this the most, considering that, you know, becoming a Sannin is like, practically to him, is like another step to becoming Hokage. And for Sasuke, he like, hey yo, a Sannin, bro? Hey yo, that's crazy, because I don't think there was ever an Uchiha that became a Sannin. As Naruto and them would then be getting training from Tsunade, Jiraiya, Kakashi, all the top Jonin in the village, making them become the strongest, you know, the strongest in the village, besides Tsunade and Jiraiya and Kakashi. If you guys are wondering why I'm putting Kakashi so high, because Kakashi, he also trained himself a lot, and he actually became like he became up to the level of a non-sage mode Jiraiya, like so Jiraiya in base mode. That's all I'm gonna say. That's how strong Kakashi is. As you know, after all that, the village was announced that Team 7 was a new legendary Sannin, and all the village, you know, cheered for them, considering that, you know, Team 7 was the hero of the village. So yeah. As you know, Sasuke, he is now has a whole arsenal of jutsu, and practically, you know, all of them are stacked. They're ready. They can literally take down an Akatsuki member. Naruto, he has mastered the 9th form of the flame breathing. As Naruto, he considers that the 9th form was it was a big cost, considering that as soon as he does it, he can't move anymore. And also, he had to push himself really far in order to be against Kisame. So Naruto, he actually realized and thought about it, as he ends up deciding that maybe it'll be better off that they try to become stronger. As you know, Sasuke was confused, as he thought that they were already getting stronger, but Naruto went and explained that, you know, maybe we should train ourselves even harder, to the point where we break each other. As you know, Sasuke was confused, and Sakura was like, wait, you want us to train to that extreme? Naruto then explained that if they become stronger, they can protect the village. And Sasuke, if you become stronger, you can beat Itachi with ease. As he thought, you know, Sasuke thought about it, and he's like, okay, I see where this is going. And Sakura, she would actually see where this is going too, as when Team 7 actually go up to Tsunade, they asked if they can do a 2-year training. As Tsunade, she would be confused. Like, weren't they getting enough training here by, you know, all of them? But Naruto then suggests that why don't you and Jiraiya and Kakashi take us on a 2-year training, and when we return, we'll be strong enough to deal with everything. As Tsunade, she thought about this, but Jiraiya would then actually support them by saying that the Akatsuki are coming near, and, you know, they won't attack the village for a long time. But Tsunade also had to remember about her whole role of being Hokage, as Naruto actually told her, then why doesn't she just use Shadow Clone Jutsus? And you can summon a clone each day to watch over the village while you're training us. As Tsunade would actually agree to this, as she made one Shadow Clone, as everyone, as like Team 7 and everyone would then pack up, as they'll head off to go for the 2-year training, as the whole village says goodbye to them. Naruto and all of them wave as they all leave, ready for the next 2 years of training. As this is going to be the end to What If Naruto Had Rengoku's flame breathing. Really hope you guys do enjoy. guys, I am now gonna. I'm gonna post one more what if today. And I want you guys to type down in the comments which one you guys want me to post of the new 3 future what ifs I'm gonna post. Like, do you guys want me to post like them tomorrow, or at least one of them today? And also, if I'm gonna post one of them today, which one of them do you want me to post today? So out of the new 3 future what ifs, which one do you guys want me to post today? Or if not, I'll post them all 3 of them tomorrow. But either way, guys, Sage Samurai, and I'm out. Peace.